Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hello everyone. We will present about the industry of goat in Malaysia. Our group consists of me, Nur Hidayah binti Hosin with metric number 201929.
And my name is Nur Salihah Samsul Kamal. My metric number is 204702.
My name is Amirah binti Abdul Rahman. My metric number is 204005.
My name is Dalia Umaira binti Ahmad Zaidi. My metric number 201931.
My name is Nur Amira binti Shukri. My metric number is 201962. I want to say so sorry because I cannot open my camera. It's not function.
My name is Seni Analami, metric number 201778.
So the first one is we are going to talk about history of goat industry in Malaysia. Goat were one of the first animal domesticated by human. For several thousand years, goat and the many valuable products derived from them have been a vital resource for human. In addition to their value as livestock, goats are highly personable and intelligent animals that are also popular to be as pets. All right, so here I would like to show to you guys about goat population by Asia countries in 2005. This source I get from Food and Agriculture Organization Corporate Statistic Database in 2005 from by Sandra G. Sulaiman. All right, so here we have China, which is the largest country that produces largest goods number with 195,758,954, followed by Indonesia with good number is 13 million and 182,100. All right, so we have India, which is 12 million. 120 million goats number, and the last is Malaysia. Only goat the population is 823,263. This is the very last number goat production in Asia. All right, so next. This is a history of goat industry in Malaysia, which is the first one is rising human population has resulted in a corresponding increase in the demand for food made from animal product. This has triggered an increase in goat farm to make the demand for goat products such as milk and also milk in Malaysia. The population of goat in Malaysia is small compared to the other country that I have mentioned in the previous slide before. In Malaysia also, dairy goat farm only opened by smallholder contributed to the increasing dairy production for the local market. However, this smallholder farmer lack of knowledge and also information about the standard management of dairy goat, resulting in poor farm production practice and method. All right, next slide. So before I read the slide, this is my opinion that I would like to share. One of the reasons why goat industry in Malaysia is low compared to other industry, because it's quite expensive about the pricing of one goat. And if we make it for any ceremony or for akikah, it can only be eaten around 80 or 100 people for one goat only, compared to cattle and others. So here, dairy goat farming in Malaysia began in 1950 when imported breed were used such as Saanen, Anglo-Nubian, British Alpine, and also Jamnapari. Malaysian is on goat import from foreign countries such as Indonesia, Africa, South, India, and Thailand. The import of live goat from other countries were brought in 2007. So we can see here for 1950 to 2007, 2009, 2000, there is some developing of this goat industry due to developing country and the increasing of the human population. So one of the most common breed used was the Sanin, dual-purpose breed such as Anglo, Nubian, Bear, Jamnapari, as well as Shami. Goat have been used since 2009. In 2015, the population of goat in Malaysia had increased. However, the increment was still small and it could not meet the local demand. In 2017, the value of industry is about 175.55 million due to the increasing of the high demand. Thus, our government Malaysia has encouraged the farmer and some smallholder or sector, agriculture sector, encourage more farmers to take part in good industry by supporting them with some financial help like a group bank. All right, so that's all from me about history of good industry in Malaysia. Thank you.
Okay, the next is a trend of the industry. Next. This point of production, the first thing is goat in production in Malaysia is mostly carried out by smallholder, but there are shifts toward commercial production. The second point is there are presently about 288,500 head of goat, include the ingredient kambing kacang and about 235,500 head of sheep, including ingredient maling. Various important for bird and crosses resulting from the mating between the importer and the integrated breed. The third point is the production system. This is the terrain, intensive, semi-intensive, and animal treat crop interrogation system. The latter being the most practical and widely practiced by many government and private farms. Next point, the major constraints which slow down production include the lack of land, feed resources, and breeding stock, ineffective head program, and poor marketing and promotion of market. And the last point is the spread the problem and cause industry has bring bright future as indicated by the increased trade of motion production and consumption. Next slide. Next slide is a table of production of ruminant livestock such as beef and mutton in Malaysia as show increasing trade from 1916 to 2017. This table is increased. Okay, we go to the next slide. Next slide is demand. The demand of meat in Malaysia showed a higher growth rate compared with the supply. The production motor has decreased from time to time. Only quite lately, the production has increased tremendously after the government took special attention and provide incentives. At the same time, the demand of mutton have increased continuously. Okay, next slide. Next slide is self-sufficiency. And the first thing is the ruminant subsector in which the agriculture sector as one of the protein sources beside poultry and fish. In instance, yes, the sufficiently level of ruminant meat in Malaysia is decreasing while the import value keep increase. The second is food security has become a crucial issue in meat production. However, it's believed that adapting innovation in ruminant farming can improve production if they use the right way. And however, highly dependent of the important ruminant meat and the insufficient insufficiently supply of local production has become the main issue in food security in Malaysia. According to a report by the Department of Veterinary Service, the perspective of self-sufficiency level for birds and motion of the Malaysian population is still low compared to swine and chicken. The next slide is the table of type of ruminant. Okay, next.
Thank you, Amira, for the presentation. So okay, so now we move to the types of goods industry in Malaysia. So okay, next slide. Okay, there are two types of food industry in Malaysia, which is the first is to produce meat, and also the one is the another one is to produce meat. Okay, so let's me introduce about the goat industry in produce meat. So, Federal Agriculture Marketing Authority (FAMA) states that the market potential for goat meat is due to consumer acceptance towards goat meat in Malaysia. So goat meat is which is strong, gamey flavor is really favored by certain ethnic group in Malaysia because goat meat provide high quality proteins and micronutrients such as calcium, vitamin E and iron. So however, its image has been somewhat marred by public perception linking it to high saturated fat and cholesterol. So this is stated by Pharma 2009. So today there are increasing interest in goat meat industry for agricultural diversification and meeting the requirements for healthier meat by help conscious increase the market potential for fresh goat meat in Malaysia. Goat meat price at farm level have more than doubled since 1997. These are relatively expensive at current level when compared to chicken, beef, and also other meats. So this is explained about why the produce of meat is because the market potential is due to the consumer acceptance. So let's we go to the next slide, which is okay, next slide. Okay, this is explain about goat meat industry in Malaysia. So the increasing for goat meat industry in Malaysia is due to the traditional belief of its health benefits. So the main dairy goat breeds in Malaysia are Sani, Anglo-Nubian and Jamnapari before the dual purpose Chami goats were introduced. So almost all commercial dairy goats are kept in raised selected floral housing to prevent intestinal parasite. Intestinal parasite is a major problem faced by the producer in Malaysia who is raised meat for goats for meat and meat. Okay, cut grass and legume forage, commercial feed concentrate, and on some farm agro byproducts such as palm kernel cake and oil palm corn fed to the animal. So dairy goat industry in Malaysia is the high price of goat meat, which is on average US dollar 3.75 per liter as compared to US dollar 0.70 cents per liter for cow meat. Although some goat meat is prepared before being sold in supermarket, it is sold fresh by farmer to individual and repeat customer. High output of imported purebred goods may achieve in Malaysia according to a local dairy goat farm that use as that use a ventilated closed house system. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Dahlia. Meng, Hidayah, next slide. Okay, I will continue our presentation about industry, which is a breed selection in Malaysia. As Dahlia said, we have two type of goat, which is meat goat and milk goat. But at the same time, we also have dual purpose goat, which is they produce milk and meat at the same time. So here I give two example of meat goat, two example of milk goat, and two example of dual purpose. I will explain about their name, origin, characteristic, and advantage. So here is boa, originated from South African. Their characteristic is red head and red on at least a portion of the neck with a white body. Life pendulous years. Weight adult male 160 kg, while adult female is 110 kilogram. The advantage of boa is can keep them as a companion, pet, or show goats. Known as gentle giant, these docile goats are great with both children and other animals. The second type of meat goat is kajang. Kajang originated from Malaysia and Indonesia. Their characteristic is black colored coat, sometimes with white patches, with a pair of perpendicular ears, short neck, hind leg, and higher than shoulder, thin and rough skin, adult weight about 20 to 30 kilogram. The advantage is highly adapted to the hot and humid tropical environment throughout the year. Second, has ability to survive in minimal environmental condition. Next slide. So we continue about dairy goat. So here, first is Saanen. Saanen originated from Switzerland. Their characteristic is medium to large size, 65 kilogram, white skin and short white coat. Some of them has horn and some of them hornless. Ears are erect and point upward and forward. Their advantage is they are among the top milk producer. They're easy to raise and high reproduction efficiency. The second type of dairy goat is Alpine. Alpine is originated from French. Their characteristic is medium to large size. Adult male 81 cm tall, while the adult female is 76 cm tall. They no set colors or marking. They have horns, a straight profile, and erect ear. The advantage is can survive in hot and cold climate condition. Their genes are strong and their tolerance is high. The size is medium to large and mainly used for commercial purpose. Next. Next is dual purpose, which is they produce meat and milk at the same time. First is Jamnapari. Jamnapari originated from Indian. The characteristic is large size, tall, leggy, with large border, pendulous ear, and prominent Roman nose. Second characteristic is great variation in coat color, carry long and thick hair, and thick growth of hair in the buttocks. The advantage is very hardy and disease incident is less, so cost of health management also very less. Second is beautiful goat breed, which is suitable for the show. Third is grow fast and produce more milk if they are provided with quality supplementary feeds. The second type of dual purpose goat is Anglo-Nubian. Anglo-Nubian originated from England. The characteristic is black, white, brown, or mixed with various colors. The second characteristic is long size, pendulous ear, hang close to the head, long size leg and short hair. Weight for adult male 79 kilogram, and for adult female is 61 kilogram. So the advantage is high average butter fat content, 4 to 5%. Second, breeding season is much longer, so it is possible to produce meat year round. And the last advantage is suitable for hot condition. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mira. Okay, we next to the farming management. Next, farming management is the first important is farm locations. The criteria to use determine the farm location is a great source of fresh and clean water supply, availability of all type of equipment, easily available source, fertile field for crop, grasses, and other green plant reproductions, good transportation and veterinary service. The best location for a good farm those that are far from towns because overpollution is dangerous to animal health. Next. The next is a housing. Good house must be strong and comfortable with enough space for taking rest on God. It should be made in dry weather and environment. The floor of the house must have to keep always dry. Lighting of light and air should be available in the house. There must be system for controlling temperature and moisture. Never let the rainwater to enter inside the house and God are the fear about the cold and water. So extra care should be taken in raining and winter season. Otherwise, they may called by pneumonia. The house should be kept free from being dumping because dumping condition is responsible for various of disease. Type of housing is a good housing overground is that little system, good housing overpool, rest platform system and concrete house. Next. Next is finding. Finding is a good prefer to eat grasses, plants, shrub, wheat, and herbs. Good also need energy, portion, vitamin, fiber, and water for proper growth. Kids should be fed colostrum up to 5 days of age. Later on, they can be put on kids starter ratio. Green leguminous fodder should be offered sufficiently to kids from 15 days onwards. Soil and water should be provided to kids egg all the time. During rainy season, additional concentrate should be given to birds and ducks. Concentrate feed can be prepared by mixing the ingredient in proper ratio. Next is health management. Health management is a big buns because good live in group. Make sure you have enough clean fresh grass for them so they don't go hungry. Never feed them contaminated food or polluted water. Keep the kids with their mother for several weeks after their birth. Then vaccine them timely for keeping them free from all type disease and health problem. Okay, thank you. That's all from me. Next.
Thank you, Sandy. Let's move on to challenge and future trend of goat industry in Malaysia. Firstly, veterinary care is limited or completely unavailable to most of farmers, leading to high mortality rates, low reproductive rates, and subclinical diseases. Secondly, higher cost of animal feeds. This is the main issue that prevented the goat industry from growing. The cost of animal feeds that contribute to the total cost of production is between 22.9% to 31.6% for goats. Besides, the main factor is the raw materials imported from the other countries such as Thailand, Argentina, and also Brazil. Thirdly, will be the poor management. Goats in smallholder system are not usually housed properly and are exposed to the extreme weather. On top of them, poor grazing management or inappropriate poor grazing management will hinder growth productivity. Goats will suffer from seasonal undernourishment, and there is no absence of supplementary feeding. In addition, lack of quality breeds In general, the local goats are small and produce low quality meat. The low production of meat is related to the productivity per unit production and efficiency level in the farm production operation. Furthermore, lack of land area. In this context, natural grassland in Malaysia has generally low productivity resulting to a very poor carrying capacity. The competition in using land with other industry, and this has resulted to lack of land area for the goat industry. Other than that, the harsh environment in which the goats are kept and lead to severe feed shortages. Moreover, herding and tethering systems result in high parasite infestation and prevalence of disease. Last but not least, severe water shortages are not uncommon. That's all for our presentation regarding goat industry. Thank you.